So we're in the shuttle on the way to the cruise terminal with our trusty shuttle driver Rick, the guy takes me traveling all the time. Looking forward to being on the sea for
5 days.
5 days. No dogs, no phones, no messengers on your phone. We're on vacation. So this footage is from our cruise from last year that we took for our anniversary. We got Rick, my shuttle driver, to take us down to the cruise port.
It was a lot less expensive and a lot less stressful.
And Rick's a pretty funny guy when you get to know him. So he dropped us off at the Port of Tampa. And the Port of Tampa it was really pretty easy to get through. They're really well organized. The only thing I didn't like was the overzealous security guards. Okay, so we're finally on the ship. We got on early, but the room wasn't ready till 1:15. So we had to go eat lunch with all our bags and stuff. Yay! But now we're bag free and we're going to go explore the ship.
Bye! We always try to get on the ship early so we have time to go ahead and unpack and explore the ship a little bit.
And then we also came across this World War II Liberty ship. I need to come back down here one day when we're not on a cruise to see if they do free tours.
This year we had a special treat because we went and toured the spa like we normally do, and we won the drawing. So we were able to get a couples massage on one of the days of the cruise.
Wait a minute, we won the drawing?
I won the drawing.
You didn't win the drawing. I won the drawing.
Did you win it? I
Yes.
thought I won it.
No, I won the drawing. Remember, because I had to dance for it?
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
So this time we were on the Paradise. So we've been on the Paradise before. It's a little over 850 feet long and holds over 2,000 guests and 900 crew members, if I remember right, from the cruise. The only thing I didn't really like about it is this is a well-used ship. What I mean by that is you can tell there's been a lot of people from there. In this particular trip, we had an inside cabin.
And it was kind of cool because every night we went in, they had a different animal on the bed.
Which is kind of cool, actually. So this particular cruise, we had 3 port of calls.
Grand Cayman, Cozumel,
And some private island.
right.
And one of them got canceled because of the weather. And we were really looking forward to the one in Mexico because we had booked a excursion outside of the ship to go to Santos. And there we were going to be able to get to go kayaking, snorkeling, and all-inclusive food and drinks.
But one of our favorite things to do on the ship, anytime we go on a cruise, is to spend time out on the Serenity deck. You have to be 18, so there's no kids running around, and they have a shady area, which we tend to gravitate to.
This afternoon on the Lido deck, we've got our Master Mixology competition. That's going to be at 12:30, and some.
And as you just heard, even the days at sea, they have a whole bunch of activities for you so you don't get bored.
Our first port of call was Cozumel, Mexico, and we were ready to get started on our day. We got off the ship pretty early that morning.
We had a slight delay, though.
So we had a slight change of plans. We took a cab out to Mr. Sancho's and got there. We had reservations, and they only accepted MasterCard and Visa. And guess what we had on us? American Express. So we had to come back to the boat so that we can get more cash because we didn't have enough cash on us. So I'm waiting on Chuck now. We're going to start this day over and try not to let this get us down. I'm ready to spend a day at the beach with the kayaks.
So evidently, you're supposed to leave American Express at home in Mexico.
But we finally made it to Mr. Santos for the day.
So we got to do ocean kayaking, snorkeling, and got to lounge on the beach. This is the first time that we actually got the ocean kayak.
It was a little different. The waves and stuff definitely make it a little more challenging.
And this kayak is actually a little wider than ours, so it was more stable, but it was still, pretty choppy and stuff.
And it was also one of our first times snorkeling and videoing under the water, so we apologize for the shakiness.
Yeah, like I said, this was done about a year ago, and this is, as you can tell from the footage, we've improved on our underwater video techniques a lot since this time, because I was actually just using a single pole.
We've also found that a good trick when you're snorkeling, I guess it works in the springs, so it must work in the ocean too, is to have a pool noodle because it helps you stay afloat.
But we got to see some pretty unusual fish. And also they had these, and we also got to see the stingray that you see here. It's not the kind of stingray that we're used to seeing in Florida, though.
Yeah, we almost missed him because he blends right into the bottom.
Yeah, and then they got these concrete structures underneath everything, so to attract the fish. So we had a fun time snorkeling. So we highly recommend Mr. Santos because it was a good value, and you got to choose to do a lot of things. If we wanted to, we could have just sat on the beach chairs, but instead we actually did a little bit of everything and had a great time, I think.